I am here to create a mask, a hair mask that's henna based because, as I mentioned in the video on Friday, I want to do a once a week mask using henna because henna is supposed to be really good for getting uh, massive hair growth. So I'm trying to incorporate that in, but mixing it with other Ayurvedic powders so that it's not too drying. Uh, so for this one, uh, because I'm using henna, it has a substance in it called Lawson dye, I believe, and it takes about 4 hours for the Lawson dye to be released from the henna, which is what you want it to have released before you put it into your hair. So in advance, I made up the mask just to save some time. So I did about 4 tablespoons of the henna, mixing that with just water, and I let that sit for 4 hours. And then after the 4 hours, the Lawson dye should be released into the henna mixture. And I added to it a tablespoon of Amla, a tablespoon of Shikakai, a tablespoon of Aloe Vera powder, and also a tablespoon of Binraj. Um, in addition to that, because I wanted a little more moisture, I added some liquid black cumin seed oil and liquid lecithin. So just like maybe I would say half a tablespoon of each of those to it, and mix that up. And what I got was this brown, uh, thick uh, paste, almost like a pudding. And so I'm all set to go. So what this requires is, because of the henna, the longer you keep the henna in your hair, the stronger the effect, either with the color or with the strength of it. So I'm going to be working this into my hair, which was recently washed, and then I will wrap it like I did before in the saran wrap and go about my day for about 4 hours, and then I'll come back and finish up this video. So I'm going to be adding this on, and oh, now the thing I wanted to mention with the henna is that the henna is staining. So I got these Nitriel gloves off of Amazon. It's like a box of 100 or so for like $10, I believe. I'll try and remember and put a link in the description below so you can find that on Amazon if you want. And when you're dealing with henna specifically, you want to use these gloves because otherwise, as I'm working this into my hair, I will be staining my hands a kind of orange color, because henna can turn your hair into like a reddish brown, reddish color. And what I normally do is I've been doing a henna mask, let that sit, just the henna, and then after the 4 hours, rinse that out, and I would do indigo, which only needs to sit for like 20 minutes, and then do an indigo mask afterwards, and that makes the hair like a darker brown to a black, and the longer you leave the indigo in, the darker it would be. So normally that's what I would do, so that my hair isn't like a kind of bright red, which I don't mind. My mom had red hair, but for me, I'd rather go with the darker brown to black. I like the kind of blue-black look, but that's what I normally do. For this one, I'm incorporating the henna in, and with the, I'm hoping, and this will be my experiment with using this mask, that the black cumin seed oil, which is supposed to be good for darkening your hair color, excuse me, will work in replace of the indigo. And hopefully my hair won't be too reddish. But if it is, then I'll just, go in next week with a mask using the indigo. Okay, so now that I have my gloves on, you want to do just like I did in the other video. You want to work it in to all of your hair. And what the cool thing is that I've only been doing this a month, and with the hair that I still have, the herbs have been really doing a great job. Like I said in previous video, since I've been using Amla and fenugreek, mixing that in like with a conditioner, the curl pattern of my hair has just been like crazy, where it's like ringlets and waviness that I've never seen before, ever in my life. So clearly, I'm realizing that I've never been taking care of my hair very well, or it's always been really dry, and I just didn't know what, that this was a possibility of what my hair would look like naturally. Because, truth be told, in my youth, I relaxed my hair a lot. I don't know why, just for to be something different. But then I stopped that because I realized it was just kind of damaging my hair and increasing the hair loss. And I discovered, as I've been looking into the Ayurvedic herbs for regrowing my hair and the Ayurvedic herbs for treating the type 2 diabetes, that this stuff really just does great things for your hair. And it's all natural, so it's strengthening, which is why I'm doing this mask, because it never occurred to me to do a mask. I just would always kind of shampoo my hair, condition it, and go on. But as I've been watching different YouTube channels like Curly Proverbs and Henna, using Ayurvedic powders and herbs and teas and rinses, is a natural way of taking care of your hair. And I don't want to lose any more hair. And I'm hoping that as it's doing a great job with the hair that I have, that it will hopefully stimulate new growth in the hair that I'm hoping to come back. Now, I will say this. I've been, 1 month into doing all of this stuff. And with the massaging, I'm starting to feel, like little, kind of like the nubs of new growth, like the little stubble, and also like the peach fuzz coming in. And that's just been recently. So, like, it's still early days, but for me, it is promising that I am feeling and finding random strands popping up, in this sea of baldness. So I am hoping, and I've got a year, because my official year began just a few days ago with August 1st. So I've got a year of massaging and working with these different masks and teas and butters that I still have a lot of stuff to discover in terms of Ayurvedic medicine and whatnot. But what I've been doing so far has really been, producing some results. And I can see that my hair is starting to grow. And hopefully, again, fingers crossed, I'm not like having hallucinations. And the stubble and the peach fuzz will turn into something significant, but I'm not expecting anything to be visible for at least 6 months, because that's where a lot of the videos that I've been watching said in 6 months, people noticed a certain amount of growth or whatever. So I'm just happy that what I've been doing so far, I'm feeling little sprouts of hair coming in. So, like I said, fingers crossed. So I'm adding this in as kind of thick as possible, covering everywhere. And okay. So that's covered just about everything, and you can see this is why you want to be wearing the gloves, is because you're going to get some staining because it's such a messy thing working with a mask. You're going to get a little bit, but you don't want to have your hands totally covered in this stuff. So now that I've got everything kind of wrapped up, I'm going to take this. And just wrap it around. It's funny that the more I've been doing this stuff, the quicker I'm getting at doing things, where before it was just taking me forever to do all of these things. And now, because I do it constantly, I'm getting a little faster at all this stuff, which is great because this is kind of a lot to be doing. Okay, so I got this wrapped up, and the reason why you're wrapping it in the plastic is to kind of create heat from your scalp to warm up the henna and all the different powders, and have the mask kind of penetrate the hair and the scalp, deeper. So I'm going to wear this for 4 hours. Then I will come back, and when I come back, I will take this off. I will have already taken this off and washed it out, and I will show you kind of where things are from there. Okay, so this is me signing off for now. I'll be back. Bye. Okay, I'm back real quick. I'm about to go wash the henna-based mask out of my hair. Now, I'm just coming back quickly just to remind you to put on gloves again when you're washing it out, because again, you don't want to stain your hands. If you remember what the gloves looks like when I put it on, you don't want to stain your hands. So when you're washing it off, do yourself a favor and put on the gloves. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, and it is really hot here today in LA, so I did not do 4 hours. I did 3. And with this on in this heat, it's just, I feel like I'm cooking. So I'll just see how it goes with 3 hours, and I'll build up to doing 4. But just want to be honest, I am taking it out after 3 hours because it's killing me. I need to get this off because the heat from my head is starting to get to me after 3 hours. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I just got out of the shower. I washed out all of the henna-based hair mask for my hair, and I don't know if you can see, but um, the curl pattern is there and going strong. And I don't know how to describe it other than that, with each time I've been doing these hair masks, I'm feeling like the hair feels a lot stronger. Um, and I'm noticing that there's less kind of hair fall when I'm washing my hair, in the sink or in the bathtub afterwards. So I'm looking at it as a good sign that this stuff is working to strengthen my hair. So now that my hair has all the stuff washed out, the last thing I've done is, excuse me, taken a tablespoon of the black cumin seed oil, which is this, and a tablespoon of the lecithin that I got, both of them I got from Amazon. And I will link those in the description below as well. And what I want to do is just, I mix those two together. And since my hair is wet, and what I've read is that oil kind of helps seal in the moisture. So while my hair is still wet, I mix the two of them together. The lecithin kind of is like the consistency of honey, and the black cumin seed oil is just like regular oil. But the two of them together, I just kind of want to put it through, and I especially put it on my scalp area because I really want to feed any potential new growth that's coming in. I want it to have the black cumin seed oil because it's supposed to be really good for your hair as well as the lecithin. So I just kind of work that through, and I just want to kind of coat it lightly so it seals in the moisture from the water that's still in my hair. So that's it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen over the course of this year with doing this stuff with the hair that I still have and seeing what it does in the area that doesn't have any growth yet. But I look at the peach fuzz as a good sign, as well as the few strands that I'm feeling popping up here and there. So that is it for this video. I hope this was helpful for you if you guys want to try a mask. I'll list the ingredients as well in the description below, using a tablespoon basically of just about everything except for the henna, which I used 4 tablespoons and mixed it with water. And you just have to make sure you let the henna sit by itself for 4 hours to release the lozenge dye. And then after the 4 hours go by, then you can add in all the different other powders like the Shikakai and Binraj and stuff like that. But you want to have the henna release lozenge dye on its own in just water. Okay, so that's it. And I know everybody's hair is different, so if you're new to this stuff, you may want to like try a patch test on certain, a small portion of your hair just to make sure you're not allergic to any of these ingredients, because they're natural ingredients, but people do have allergies, so you may want to try that, do a patch test in a certain area with a smaller amount and see how things go. So I will say goodbye for now, and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you again soon. Okay, take care. Besos.